we're gonna do a tier list today. Me and Aaron over here, and he doesn't know what the tier list is currently, but I'm gonna show him in 2 seconds.
At least 50% chance it's waifus.
It's waifus. Do you think you were the only man I could have done this for, right? Like I had to bring you on. There was no other person who could have done this for me.
But you definitely don't know any other creatures that would get against this. Yeah.
It's your I can't use the nitro perks. Smoge. I don't think it matters. We're literally gonna do everything from BT1, or I guess 1.5 for us, 2.5, all the way to BT22, which is where we're at right now. What do you think about that?
Yeah, this is showing my Digimon age now.
Well, that was a big part of it, right? Because I was like, oh, I need to get Aaron because he's the only. Well, I know Ben's been in it since like day one as well, but
let's get the most unk Digimon player we have. To fucking back in my day.
Back in my day, BT1 was the craziest shit out there. So. I guess before we like even start, do you want to change like anything from like S through to D tier at all, or do you want to keep it as, you know, S through to D tier?
I think you can make D tier like
hot garbage
or something like that.
What was it?
Paperweights.
Paperweights. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Paperweights.
Why pay me the big bucks?
I'm
getting paid for this, right?
Why does the S go like that? Look at the S.
Yeah.
Sick, dude. Love that for tier list maker. I guess B is like, I think like most of these are pretty self-explanatory, right? Like S tier is just crazy good, and then you just have the most dog shit tier possible, being paperweight garbage.
Yeah. Actually, before we start, I gotta clarify. Is this like in terms of like, I guess, how much we liked the set, or like how good the set was, like power wise? Like, I guess that's probably the question.
I would say just like give it your own opinion in terms of like, oh, do you feel like it was fun? Do you feel like the power was good? Do you feel like a lot of the decks were, you know, overall pretty good? Or do you feel like
it's more of like a vibe check instead of like, oh, how worth it was it?
Yeah. Don't think of it in terms of like price and whatnot, I guess is the best way to put it. Because like, I mean, a big factor of that for like BT11 obviously will be like, hey, this was one of the worst sets. Like that is just, you know, is what it is.
Yes.
I probably should have been able to, you know, get all this in order beforehand. But I guess obviously we'll just, that's pretty much it. We'll do it in terms of like vibe check. If you like the set, if you didn't, yada yada.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start with BT1, and I'm gonna find that while you talk a little bit about BT1 and where it should go.
Yeah, so I was actually a bit late to the BT1
was it this
party. Yeah, that's so I was a bit late. I managed to get my hands on it. Like, it was just like classic first set shenanigans where like every man and their dog were picking it up, and I was like, wait, I'm actually a Digimon fan, please let me play.
I mean, I think easiest for me, like B seems like good, right? Like but like I know this was like the first set I actually bought cards from, even though I started in BT7. So like all of this is your opinion for the most part, but I bought a bunch of like a couple of boxes of BT 1.5 or whatever it was called, like in the beginning, because I was like, oh, I need a lot of these staple cards like Tai and you know, the tamers, because they were kind of hard to get.
I mean, they're still good now. Like,
that's the crazy part.
I know that shouldn't influence like the outcome of where this sits, but like,
I mean, I
still have those tamers used now. Like,
I mean, that's a good point though, right? Like having them, you could probably even say it's A tier because they have cards that still stick around to this day.
Yeah, and like I think even at the time, like I don't know, I really like that they had like the different pack arts. I kind of like low key wish they still did that, but I understand from like a costing perspective that like they don't want to do that. But it was so cool. I think that was only because it was a combined set, right? Like,
1.5 and the one after it, which was like the pseudo 2.5, were both combined sets at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
This one, here we go. This one's another combined set.
Yeah, and I remember like that. Remember originally that Omnimon, like the alt art of the Omnimon was like, it was like $100 and something or something crazy, and like just the regular SR was like heaps expensive. Like,
Jesus Christ!
I don't even think you could sell that card for like $10. Like,
I think one of our mates was trying to pick up every single one that he possibly could for like $10 each. Like, if anybody had one, he was like, "I'll buy it for $10," because I think he's doing like this in 20 years, it's going to be worth billions sort of things, which I think is a funny like way to go about it. But
yeah, I've got a couple of like sealed boxes of this still. Like, not like it was an investment, but I was just like, oh, like it'd be fun to have the first set sealed, and then like
sick.
Obviously the price is in the dirt now, so I'm like, oh, whatever.
It's like that though, eh? Like, this is just Digimon. Did you want to put it in like A or B tier?
Yeah, I think it's A tier because like I think obviously it was
power.
fun when it came out, and like some cards are still around. The like, was it the best set like for like play wise? Probably not. There was probably like only 2 decks that were kind of fun to play or like good to play. So I guess I'll put it there. Like, yeah, like the game was growing, so I'll give it A.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I'm just gonna with 2.5. Did that change any of the meta at all? I guess this is going to be a little bit rough around the edges to like start with, because obviously I can't like give much of a like a leading hand on like BT4. Like, once we hit BT7 and I'm like, fuck you, that was a good set, and then we're gonna get into it, I think it's gonna be crazy.
I think it was on par, like at least like on par with the first set. It definitely introduced some more decks. Like, that's when you like your Imperial Demon and like your Ragnar Lord started coming in, and I think green picked up a little bit. Some of the...
Well, I mean, it had Blossom, right? Like, and that was one of those cards that I know I bought at least one box of this because I was like, I need Blossom on because this card is kind of cracked beyond belief. And then it got hit, obviously, so I was right.
And then and then Rookie Rush actually started picking up a bit then as well, much to many people's disdain. But it's crazy that like at the time that was the toxic deck, right? Whereas if you had people play like that version of Rookie Rush now, you'd be like, bro, what are you doing? You're gonna get like absolutely smoked.
There's
like,
definitely been
just
like
playing
Rookie Rush
just
come
playing
ups.
Rookies.
Rookie Rush come ups again with like Ukomon, obviously, but like when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, you're like, wow, you just played an entire deck of 2-cost rookies. Nice, man. Awesome. Really good.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Like, I feel like if someone was doing that against you now, you'd be like, oh, bro doesn't have like cards. He's just like, he's just wasting his turn, like just playing like
he's playing a bunch of 2-cost rookies and his turn is over after he plays the first one because I set him to 1 every single turn.
Yeah, exactly.
What comes after that? It's BT4, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think it deserves A. Do you want? But like it's lower A. Like, then obviously we'll introduce some
lower
more
A.
stuff.
Do you want to like go like this side? Like, if it's to the left, then that means it's a higher than this one, I assume, right? I think that's how most tier list people do it. Yeah. Cool. All right. Again, I can't speak heaps to it because I didn't know. B tier was BT4 was after.
Yeah.
Because these two are technically up to BT3.
Yeah, that was BT4. I really liked BT4. I thought it was like hella fun. You introduced like Wargreymon, Yellow Wargreymon, like playing stuff out shenanigans before. I won't spoil the next set, but before that was like ridiculous. Like, it was pretty fair. And then we had what was green? Oh, that was Grand Coagumon actually. That was when that hit
the promo one, or just like...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I can always like look up these sets while we're chatting about them as well if you want. But keep going. Yeah, I guess.
Because I think this is when all the bug stuff came out, and Grand Coagumon was pretty good. And then we had, I guess, the first version of the like ancient cards,
some
like
fish
the
stuff, Mirage Grimmitgal. There was Red Hybrid was technically first introduced.
Yeah, Red and Blue Hybrid. Like, they weren't like, was it? Yeah. Red and Blue Hybrid. Yeah, like it was. I think it was a really fun set. I would, in my personal opinion, and like I like the secrets. Like, there was like a Lucemon secret. And
it had Anubis. I don't know if that's not a secret.
No, I think there was 3 secrets. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it was Ancient Lucemon, Grey, Ancient Garu, and Ancient Garu. Lucemon.
Yeah. So I actually would have this maybe as my first S. But
first S tier, all right.
That might be not everyone's opinion.
I don't care what other people's opinion are. I think it's important to say now. Like, I don't know if I'm leaving the like introduction part in, but if you disagree, that's totally fine. Like, I think again, it's totally worth it to just be like, here is our opinions of this without having to worry about like, this guy said BT4 is an S tier set. What a fucking idiot. I don't care.
Yeah. But I think it was when the sets that really started to open up and like get really fun and sort of had a bit of personality to like all these effects that you were doing. You weren't just like making like a big stack that was like bottom deck or like really basic, I guess, interaction.
Well, yeah, like a lot more cards. It's the set where like cards aren't just vanillas anymore, right? Like they are, a bunch of Digimon that can digivolve over tamers. They're a bunch of Digimon that, just a little bit more interesting than, hey, I got a 2-cost rookie, and that is the best way I can possibly play this game.
Yeah, but I will have one caveat, and it's not the fault of this set. This is probably where we started having like promo problems because I'm pretty sure Pulsemon came out in the pre-release for this set, so I won't tie this set down because of that. But Pulsemon was like crazy difficult to get like after, because it was pre-release tied only. Like,
yeah, true. I know. For me, one of the most recent ones that was really funny was I was trying to make like a Devimon list, and I was looking for all the cards to like make something like pretty cool, and then I finally find this it's Demi Devi is the level 3, and it's really 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 good for the archetype, but it was like a box topper for BT04, so I had to like acquiesce one of the other older players and be like, excuse me, do you have spare BT4 cards? And he's like, what the fuck do you want those for? So that shit's incredibly funny, I guess.
No, there's a few like that for a while. I think even like, what was it, Diaboromon? Like, not that is. I don't think there was a competitive version.
I think BT5 is Diaboro.
Yeah.
Because this,
is, but like I think the promos were starting to come out around the same time.
I see. Yeah, I couldn't even speak to that, to be honest, because BT5 is where Diaboro starts, right? Because it's this is the Omni set. There we go.
Yes, that was when Diaboromon was a deck. I didn't like this set. At all. Well, this is where I guess we had our first
Greymon cards. There was
tier 0 deck. I'll see if you can remember what the tier 0 deck was from this set.
I mean, I have to like look through the cards to actually find out like what it is. Oh, it's Lord Knight. It's Lord Knight.
It's Lord Knightmon. Yeah. So like I kind of like brought that up before, where like the deck was really fun when it was yellow war gray and like you were playing the wool 3s like maybe like once, maybe twice per turn if you were like really slick with how you were like manipulating the security. But Lord Knightmon made it so that you were like, hey, I'm just gonna play like a million dudes this turn and like you're gonna have to deal with that.
I reckon so what, C tier, or I guess it's technically not a paperweight because it was a heavyweight Lord Knight set, right?
That's it.
But
like I think enjoyment value, it was not fun. Like some people love the meta, like, and to be fair, like it was probably a decent enough mirror. Like it wasn't like your classic mirror where it's just like, oh hey, you drew the card, I didn't. Like there was still some back and forwards, but it was not fun to play literally anything else in that set.
Yeah, true. And obviously Diaboro gets its first set of cards, and Argo and Rosemon, and I kind of
but we know how like the black versus yellow matchup goes, like historically, like it's abysmal. So like Diaboromon just like wasn't a deck like at the time, like competitively, unfortunately.
I mean, that's the funniest thing, right? Like up until even like I wouldn't even say that the current Diaboro is like, fantastic, but it's finally a pretty okay deck to play, whereas like for the longest time it has just been this low-key dog shit, hasn't had enough cards to keep up with current metas, unfortunately. But I mean, it started here, which is a nice way to put it.
The only plus I'll give to BT5 is that it did introduce Blitz Omnimon, and that stuck around till literally
until Omni X just got
until Omni X came out.
Like 20 sets for a card is pretty insane.
Yeah, it was the only card that did that for like the longest time. So that's the plus I'll give it at the end. But I still, because of Lord Knightmon, I give it a C.
I mean, that's kind of funny. I guess we'll keep moving. I do kind of want to keep the early sets a little bit fast, just so that I can like finally add some of my own anything to these when we get to it.
No, we probably weren't at the belt because it was the fashion at the time.
What's that?
the Simpsons reference. I'm like, you put an onion on your belt because it was the fashion at the time. It's like when Abe Simpson goes on like a giant rant.
Let's go, Simpsons reference. I was gonna say, fucking. Do you remember where EX1 like sat in between these?
Yes. I think it was just after BT5. I could be wrong.
After BT5.
Feel free to like flame me in the chat if you want. The reason I think that is the case is because I know that there was Omnimon support in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not Omnimon, sorry, Diaboromon support in it.
I mean, I think
it's either after EX5 or EX6. Like it's there somewhere. Like,
do you mean BT5 or BT6?
BT6. Sorry, yeah, BT.
I mean, we could just do it now, right? Sit it in paperweight.
Yeah. it's in the right area.
Yeah, I mean that's the funniest thing though is like it's a paperweight fucking set, but there are cards that will to this day creep back. Like people started using the EX1 Garudamon, the EX1 Weregaru, the EX1 level 4s and 3s, I think, for some of the with the new Sagittarius mode and the new Alteris mode. Like they were like, oh, I want, Digimon that play out tamers for free so that I can Digivolve for free. And it's like, is this the only thing that we have to say about this set? This set nearly killed the game from what I heard when I first started playing.
I think you're forgetting about an important card that came out in this set.
Is it? It's not Mega Digimon.
Ice-Wall.
Oh, Ice-Wall.
Ice-Wall came out.
I am definitely forgetting about Ice-Wall because like... Oh, dude, I have never had to deal with it at 4, so I am thankful. I live a good life.
It was literally like the ultimate floodgate. You just had two people like developing a board, just like staring at each other, being like, "I will kill you next turn," and then the other person's like, "Ice Wall," and then just like, and so like it's just the first person to run out of Ice Wall loses. Like that was the gameplay plan at the time.
Here's the gameplay loop. I'm gonna hope for the best.
Yeah,
that you didn't draw it, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
when that's your best card, like a rare, I think it was in the set. That's probably not that good. Although don't forget about my boy Analog Youth. He did come out then, so
yeah. I mean, maybe it's a C tier, right? Because it's not.
I think when your two best cards are rares, I think you don't deserve to be a good set. Unfortunately,
I mean, they've had such like crazy staying power because like people still use Ice Wall, people still use what's it called, Analog Youth, but almost no other card is like at all worth it unless if you really like the art style specifically of like Kenji Watanabe, I think is his I know it's Watanabe is his last name, but Watanabe's fucking art style.
I'll defer to you for all the art nerd stuff. I just look at the pictures and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's my guy. Anyway, moving on, I guess, right? But after BT5, BT6 is Double Diamond, right?
Yeah. I think
I still don't have any skin in the game here.
Okay, I'll speed run this one. So like it was, I would say, pretty close to a tier 0 format when you had Ice Wall in combination with like probably the best blue deck that had come out to date in that Bond of Friendship.
Is the blue one.
Yeah. So like that was a pretty hard set to deal with because you had like this Ice wall set up, and then I guess this dude that could just like close out the game the second the Ice Wall wasn't in play. So it was pretty frustrating in that way.
Looks like a BT6 and then EX1 now that I look at it. That's my bad.
Yeah, that makes more sense because I do remember that like Gabu Bond was like good and then all of a sudden was like bullshit, and it was because of those EX cards. And like there was a few cards that like helped it out. I think there was like Kakumon that could like kind of had the first version of Ice Cloud or something like that. Like he killed stuff that like didn't have sources or something to that regard.
Yeah. Okay.
And so like that was pretty strong. There was some fun stuff in there. Like I feel like all the purists were like playing Bond of Bravery. It was just like, I'm not like the other Bond. I'm not like the other Bond.
I'm not like the other girls. I'm playing Bond of Bravery. Bravery is the red one, the trash security one. Hey, the Agumon version. Not like the other girls. I'm the main character.
Exactly. I'm trying to remember what else significant. I think Jesmon actually came out in this set. Jesmon. That was the beginning of like the Jesmon shenanigans where if like you just like, oh bro, you just you just hit it, didn't you? Like if like because there was no search in those days, so like
Yeah.
if your opponent just drew like the 5 cards that went into Jesmond, you just like turn 1 or 2, you just like flip the table. You're like, GG man, like,
Yeah.
you just got it.
I mean, I don't know how long it took them to. I know I was playing against Jesmon for a while because even well into like BT7, and then they hit the Savior Huckmon, and I was like, finally get this trash out of my face. Because that was during the period I loathed. I hated playing against Jesmon.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's pretty funny.
It's just, I think that was our first like true nuts deck that we had. But
hit the nuts, hit the balls, hit the cock, and everything.
Yeah, I would probably leave it as a B.
Leave it as a B tier.
Wasn't
so broken like Lord Knight and all that shit.
Like so it was close. It got close, but it didn't stay around as long. I feel like
for sure
from memory.
All right, now I get to enter the scene because we skipped over EX1 by accident, and it's BT7's turn. So I'm gonna put BT7, if I recall, as like just a hard out B tier, if not even just C tier, right? A lot of these cards hella stick around because they are like they're still staples, right? In a sense, like all these hybrid cards still see the light of day. So maybe that's a good reason to keep it at B tier. But like, I mean, how can I put this any lower, being the set that I got in on the game, I guess?
No, like I wouldn't put it lower. Like I think it was the set that really put hybrids like on the map, as they say.
Yeah.
But like,
and then there was Jet Sylphie.
It was sort of there were frustrating elements for sure. Like Jets, like it became the Jet Sylphie versus Tommy. Like, shenanigans.
I remember I went to the Digifest during this time, and the deck I was playing was like Ancient Grey with Jet Sylphie control, and all I was trying to do was just block the opponent out for as long as possible, and then hit the nuts on the on the what's his name, on Ancient Grey, and that shit was bad.
Or while Tommy is like freezing your entire board, being like, okay, like I can't end the game, but neither can you, and you're just both in like a big stalemate of like
that shit was awful. Like the more I think about it, like every time I'm reminded of this set, it fucking sucked. I have to just say that it fucking sucked. But maybe it does deserve a C tier. I'm gonna bump it down to C tier. Like it
was frustrating because I think like hybrids were just like so dominant. Like you still wanted to play your traditional stack deck.
Yes,
and it was just like, just get out of here.
Yeah, you wanted to play like any Greymon deck, and you're like, oh boy, Wargrey looks like fun, and then it's like, get the sources out of this fucker, and if you hit Tommy in security, your day is over. You might as well pack it up and walk away.
My only redemption is that the purists again. We were on Cherubimon. Like that was.
I was doing that. That was my first deck. I don't know if I've ever told you that, but that was my first deck. I was like, I just want to play this purple hybrid stuff. I want to play Cherubimon because he's my goat, and I was doing like all the Bushi loops. But I was so fucking bad back then. It took me months before I actually got like a win because I just didn't understand how to do it.
Yeah, because it was a pretty complicated deck. And you had to do so much to just like do what the others like just to have a fraction of like the yellow blue power.
I mean, I was doing Tidamon stuff at an event too. I remember
we're all sniffing on that copium, I think, of like the purple hybrid was like.
Well, it was one of the most fun decks. Like I guess is the best way to put it. BT8 is right after. Next up we have BT8. So I gotta find that, which I think is this one, if I recall. I just gotta check the image.
BT8, I was like, I don't remember that, like the artwork. BT8.
Yeah, like I had completely forgotten about it. I think this not where Purple Hybrid like actually took off, or am I tripping? Because I know that not Purple Hybrid, Blue Hybrid. Sorry. Because I remember, or maybe it was just persisting into the set, because I remember playing Armor Rush stuff.
Just hung around.
I remember. Hung around. Yeah, because I was playing shitloads of Armor Rush stuff at this time, and I was just having the worst time getting Soul Stripped as an Armor player, and I was like, wow, this sucks. This is not fun. Nah, they didn't get any hybrid stuff.
I remember the starter decks also came out at this time. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember which ones. Oh yeah, the Imperial and
Mastermon?
Mastermon. That's right.
Yeah.
It's got Oyu, and it has Black War Grey, and it has Ophani, Mallow, Chimera. Dude, me and a mate were thinking and expecting that Chimera was going to be like the best deck, like one of the best cards. So when I was hitting that, like the alt arts for that, I was like, this card is crazy. I've got it. Rapidmon, all the armor stuff comes out the set.
Yes. No, armor was definitely good. It was not crazy. Like, I don't think it changed the meta too much, especially with like blue hybrid.
I was gonna
like,
say,
oh, you're an armor. Like,
yeah, in the
sick.
context of the meta, it was trash, and I wanted it to be good for so long because I spent so much time being like, I'm an armor player. I want to fucking play this game, please. And they're like, source strip that guy. He's stunned. Don't do anything. And I'm like, what is the point? And what's the point of playing this?
How can I armor texture when it's the bottom source? Like,
yeah. Honestly, if I had to say it now, like either it sits as C tier or close to like paperweight. Personally, I hate BT8 more every time I think about it nowadays. I don't like the art. I don't like the. Well, I like some of the art, obviously.
Was this when Beelstar came out? I'm trying to remember.
BT6 was the secret Beelstar, if that's what you're.
Yes. Okay. Well, I forgot to mention that in BT6. Oh, it's still good that it's in B tier then, because that was a fun deck. But yeah, no, if there was no Beelstar in this set, then yeah, absolutely. I'd almost put it in paperweight. I hate
well, I mean, the only thing keeping me from putting it in paperweight is that like a lot of these cards have had huge staying power. Like Emperor, Crimson Blaze, Yuji if you play Alphamon, which Yuji comes and goes, I guess. What's it? Fire Rocket just had a comeback. I'm just looking at the options right now too. Oh, you know what? I might have to put it into paperweight, literally for Creepymon and Paladin mode being the secrets. yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like, I'm pretty sure this was the most dog shit secret rares. Like before this point, people were like, yeah, I love these secret rares. Like all like, I don't know, like 30 like Australian dollar price range or whatever, like if not more. And then these cards came out and be like, you couldn't even give them away. You'd be like, hey, can I trade this like secret rare for like a good SR?
Please, for a little kiss, for a little handshake, please, something, a crumb. But that's the thing, right? Like, I like, because I remember again, speaking on our mate, is that we were like just so upset with the secrets. And I think there was a bit of an exodus of players in terms of like, oh, you know, there's a lot of people who lost hella value on it, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. This shit is ass, and I don't even want to talk about it that much. I hated BT8.
I think it was the first feel bad open set, and like because it was overprinted as well, which I guess is like still context to the set at the time. That like, yeah, the box prices just went to the floor. I think you could buy them for like $30 or $50 or something like that. Like not that long after it came out. So
yeah, true.
It's just like cool. I love the value of my cards after that. And like obviously Digimon's not an investor game. You wouldn't be here if you're an investor, but it still feels bad when you're like, my secret rare is worth $2. Like that kind of sucks.
I mean, yeah, it does kind of suck.
Why did I pay $140 for this on release just to like
just to hit a secret rare that's just trash beyond belief. Yeah. No, I get it. There was really no value to be buying anything but singles in that set, basically. Yeah. I mean, like again, I enjoyed it for releasing Magnamon and Rapids because I love those cards. But other than that, man, this set was paperweight dog shit.
Yeah.
EX2 was next up, which is... Where's EX2? My eyes are not working very well today because... I woke up with a cheeky little migraine. There it is. This set was also like bottom C tier, close to paperweight, from what I remember. Like,
yeah, I don't think it did anything too.
Like it gave us Reaper, and therefore gave us some of the worst players I've ever played against. And I don't even mean that in like a
true mother
like
Reaper.
I don't even mean it in a way that like the deck was strong in any capacity. But people who like. This is like the worst thing I'll ever say about the Digimon community, but like people, and this doesn't go for everybody, obviously, but like Mother Reaper players were the worst because they took super long to do any play, and any play that they were doing was like, I'm going to play a guy for 1 and draw 1. And you're like, cool, dude, what else are you up to? Can you hurry this up? And they made it look so difficult. But
and they would just like delay the inevitable by like keep playing back that like
the one that recovers one, the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I hated that card so much, dog. Like if you weren't a deck that was
if you hit
equipped
it off
for
security,
it, yeah.
If you were like you had game and you're like, okay, I just need to not hit that card in security, and it would just flip over, and you're just like, kill me now. Like,
if you weren't a deck that was
never getting through it. Yeah,
it's so annoying. It was if you were a deck that wasn't equipped for it, you were just in the worst possible spot ever because the game was just over for you at that point.
It wasn't even a good deck.
So, it wasn't.
Someone just like snipes you in a tournament with this deck that like unfortunately your deck's not prepared to beat, and like they're not going on to win because there's a million decks that answer it, but you just happen to have the one deck that can't, and you just want to end it all. You're like, bro, how did you like domain expansion into this match?
Domain expansion. You and I are gonna sit here for the full 60 minutes and do nothing essentially. Exactly. I mean, other than that, Gallant got some new cards. What else do I remember from this set?
I feel like it was a big bait set because they had Galantmon Crimson mode and Beelzemon Blast mode, so all the fanboys were like super hyped for it, but then those decks just did nothing.
Yeah,
so, like,
I mean, there were cards like Deathslinger in the set that matter. There are cards nowadays that matter, like Plug-in S for the green one. There's Reekers, which I don't think anybody plays anyway, but yeah, as far as I remember, the bulk of this was like, God, all the Terriermon support was ass. Cyberdramon, Justimon first got its thing, and then the limited to one EX2 what's his name, Impmon got released, but like you got it in the starter deck anyway, if I recall. So like, who cares? Yeah, you got an alt art of it in the starter deck later on.
There was a couple of purple shenanigans, but like,
yeah, I think this set was. I'm gonna put this bottom. I'm gonna put this in the middle of paperweight, actually.
Yeah,
like except
was Eismon from this set, or is that
no? That BT7 was scatter mode, which I guess we pushed over, but I had forgotten about Eismon and scatter mode. But those were good cards as well. I think that's a good way to keep BT7 in C tier.
Yeah, I agree. I forgot about those cards, but like definitely keeps them in C. Yeah.
Definitely worth it.
I would put this as paper.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Guess what? Guess what's up next?
I can't count. So you
BT9 X Record.
Yeah.
Okay. So
this is hard.
This I think is where we might have a huge divide. So I'm gonna put it in B tier like as like a placeholder right now. I think this will be a little controversial. I think this is an S tier set in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything against that?
Like,
where would you put it?
I understand some S elements of it. Like I understand the hypeness and like the changing the gameness of it. It was short printed, firstly.
Dude.
So that was dog shit about it. It was the beginning of the OTK meta, so like that was pretty dog shit about it. So like you were just getting like destroyed by these decks that you couldn't even buy because you couldn't get the cards, and you just like
you couldn't do anything about them because they were so strong for their like current like weight class, I guess is the best way to put it.
The way I remember it is that this is the first set where you could set a deck to 1 and then have a rookie in breeding, and like you weren't just like, I got this bag, bro. Like legit, they could just push out that rookie and just go all the way to a 7, and you were just like, well, what was I supposed to do?
That's totally fair.
That's when the first, I guess, iteration of that happened. And like,
so yeah, no, I think that's totally fair. I will bump it down to A tier because of I remember that like X Record being released, and about like 2 or 3 months into the set, I hated this set. I truly thought this was like the most egregious thing. But nowadays, I look back on this so fondly. I've got my rose-tinted nostalgia glasses on, like insane style, right? This set gave us Grand Kuwagamon, Grandis, what do you call it? Alphamon, Wargrey X, what's the other one? Death X. It gave us Metal Garu X. All of these decks are so fucking toxic. Every single one of these decks, and like you said, they're an OTK meta. They were like their entire purpose was every single one of these decks was just built to one-shot you, and that was its design principle from the start. So like in a sense, BT9 is the beginning of the end for everything. Like in terms of aggression in Digimon, it's so funny to me.
It literally wiped out like every other set we'd have before.
Yeah,
everything else was no longer playable.
Yeah, like if you
like it was a new power level.
Yes,
that, like, got introduced to the
game. If you had have started like anywhere at the beginning, if you started in BT9 and you were able to get your like hands on cards like around this era, you would have been fine, right? Like you could have just bought like 4 boxes of BT9 and had like some like the best decks in your hands, like from start to finish, which is so crazy. Like Cool Boy is in this set. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I'm just looking at the card list.
Cool Boy. He's a good boy.
What was the other secret? It was so it was Death X and All You Can with the secrets.
Yeah.
Which again, I adore both of them. I love them, but they were both cards that were like I got my playset of All You Can to like play Alpha, and you know, I was enjoying my time playing that a little bit, but when I was playing against it, it felt horrible, right? Because like Alpha was the tip of the ice, like not tip of the iceberg. It was the top of the mountain for like how strong this set was.
I mean, how funny is it that like we went from like $2 secret rares to like $150 like secret rares
in like 2 sets? Yeah. Wait, one set? BT8,
well, like a set,
a set and an EX set. So crazy, right? Because you did go from like, oh man, Creepymon, awesome. Holy shit, I pulled Death X. My life is so good right now.
Yeah, legit.
But yeah, no, the scarcity of the set was really annoying because obviously they had like quote unquote learned their lesson after BT8 and whatnot, like just not selling well. But yeah, no, fucking X Record it was just an insanely different beast, right? Like I don't know what else to say to it. I don't know. What do you think about it being in top of A tier?
I gave it top of A tier. Like there was a lot of good cards in it. I think it was just a bit of a shock, like to the
to the system
when it came out. Yeah,
I think
it took some adjusting for the like I guess I don't know other cards to catch back up or like readjust
or for them to hit the cards that like needed it, like all the Sec +1 stuff. Because once they finally hit All You Can or Alphamon in. With the Dorogray, then it was like, okay, well, Melga is still a disgustingly strong deck, and we're gonna watch that be the best deck for another 3 months. And it was like, please just hit everything.
For sure, because OTK decks had existed before this, but they needed like significant setup. Like I'm thinking like Shoutmon DX shenanigans and stuff like that. You needed all these tamers and like. I think you needed to be evolved like at least higher than a level 3 in raising and like all this stuff, and then you could push out and do the OTK. But like this was the first like level 3 to dead like that existed.
Yeah, especially on Alpha. Alpha was like the worst contender for that, to just be able to push out. And even if you didn't finish up your line with the first round, like you'd push up, gain a bunch of memory, and you'd cycle through your deck super fast, but you could just sit on your level 5 because no other deck could deal with that. Yeah. Like no other deck could really deal with Dorogray until people realized Melka was like disgustingly strong as well.
Yeah, the other answer to the OTK deck is the other OTK deck.
It was very funny. But I mean, like let's just leave it there. There's a lot you can say about X Record. Again, I got my nostalgia glasses on for it, but you know, it's a crazy set. I do wish that it was a little bit better printed again, because like I know people who entered the game and they were like, I can't get Death X, and that's basically a 25% everybody who has it would be running it at the time, especially leading into BT10, which is the next set.
BT10 made it like to have.
Yeah, you had to have it because you were versing a bunch of like low to the ground, Bloomlord, Crossheart, everything else. You just had to have Death X, and if you didn't, you felt like shit. To be honest, I'm gonna put what do you call it? BT10, maybe actually S tier, only because look, it gave me Dark Knight and what was Bloomlord. It gave me
let me think. Like, I'll do a quick recap of like what do we have in this set. So we had Bloomlord, we had X-Cross, we had Blue
Dark Knight,
Flare.
Blue Flare, and what was the other dude? Dark Knight, Blue Flare. There was one at the front. Dark Knight, Blue Flare, Crossheart, and the purple one, Bagra, as well.
No, that deck.
Yeah, that deck was dog shit. I'll give that. I mean, that's worth. It had some Jesmon pieces in it too, like Ganku X and the newest Jesmon at the time, if I recall.
No, I think it was a good set. I maybe am struggling to put it in S tier, but like obviously I don't know. We're being very conservative on our S tier like allocations. So.
Yeah. Oh, I gave Jez GX. That's right.
Yeah. It was a good set. I feel like X Cross was like a really, or like the Digi Cross in general, like it was a really interesting mechanic.
It was a really cool mechanic to the game. At the time.
Yeah, like it really changed up how the game plays. You're like, hey, I play a deck that just doesn't have a stack or like you can just
just plop a dude out and be like, go.
Play. Yeah. There's more.
Venus was in this. Yeah.
It's such a card.
Venusmon. I want to put it in S tier, like even if it's bottom of S tier currently, because I can't speak to BT4.
First GX.
Yeah, but it's like they gave us the GX. I know a lot of people were super happy to see the cards for Jesmon. I have been a Blue Lord stan since it was.
I don't think it can be S tier for one reason alone.
Is it just cross 4? Is that
no? The other secret rare to GX, which was like PogChamp, was Shoutmon King version.
Oh,
if you pulled Shoutmon King version, which was in its deck, maybe a one-off.
Yeah,
like,
even at the time,
if you wanted to be a little bit spicy, like you could run 0 and be absolutely unaffected.
You're like, I hit the nuts. I hit a 50-50 on whether or not I get King mode or what's it called, or GX, and you're hitting a card that is like roughly like $100. It wouldn't have been 100, but it was very good at the time. But
yeah. It was like probably a $60 card versus like a $5 card, which was like a really shit gamble if you lost that 50-50. So
I don't know.
For that reason alone, I would have it high A tier, man.
Yeah, but like that's from an investment perspective, I suppose.
No,
but
I think that's from a feels perspective too, though. Like your heart like hurts when you open up like a bunch of boxes and like
and you get King mode.
Your mate's like you split the case with your mate and he's opened up all these GXs and you're just like, I love my Shoutmon King version.
But I don't know. Like the only other thing that I think that drags it down from an S tier is Cross 4, because Cross 4 was broken. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was one of those cards that's just like, this shit has warped the meta because, turn 2 or 3. No, it wasn't turn 2 or 3. It was a few turns in, your opponent has like done a little bit of setup and then they just rotate through chipping.
It was probably our first like memory abuse deck where they tried to run as many of the blinding rays and grab crushes as possible. Like to just win when they had the cards. I
actually think that was post hit that people started doing that. Like started using what do you call them?
That was
like
the next set.
Stand-ins.
Yeah.
Because this was one of the sets we only had Cross 4 for 2 weeks. I just remembered because Japan had it, and they were like, "This shit sucks. Get it out of here." And then we had it for 2 weeks, and then it got hit.
All right. Well, I fall on A, but if you want to put it in S, you can put, because I've already got an S in.
Where am I looking here? I'm gonna put it in S tier, like for like Bloomlord and Dark Knight. Like those were some of the most fun decks that I had for a long time, and I chased that high on Bloom for like another 5 to 10 sets afterwards. Like they would give you a little bit of crumb of support, and I would be like, "Yay, more Bloomlord support! This deck still sucks." Like, it's whatever. I get it. I'm gonna give it. These I would say are like just on equal, right? In not like this is below the BT4, only for the fact that I can't speak to the BT4 set, right?
It's below. BT4 was peak.
Bro wants to go back to getting Ancient Grey looped. Next up is EX3, which is it had Examon, if I recall. It had, Chaosdramon, which I have to like kind of go back to paperweight class of EX1. I think in BT8 I was chasing the devil, chasing the devil's lettuce on Machine Dramon, because that was like the most interesting deck in the game to me. The only issue that I had with that was that it was still during what's it called? It was still during blue hybrid format, so I was like, man, this is just the worst. Like you finally get your stack down and they strip all your sources and you're like, I want to kill myself.
I mean, like, if they hit the right matchups, like that was like an impossible wall to get over.
Exactly, yeah. But if you didn't, but yeah. But this one released a good the first good Chaos Dramon. Other than that, we were using. I can't even remember what set it was. BT6 or some shit.
Definitely the first time that Machine Dramon became like a proper player in the game. I feel like you had your enthusiasts that were like playing it for funsies, but like this is when it like was a serious.
Yeah, like it actually finally got a decent card for it, and it was like, yay! I actually get to play this in a bit more of a nuanced way. Oh, this gave me Hydramon. That's right, I remember as well, and some more of the like.
And it was the first iteration of like Imperial Dramon, like the purple one, but like it was bad at the time.
Yeah. Look, I want to say
other than Hydramon, like I think this set like wasn't that good. Like Hydramon and Chaos Dramon, like the rest of it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I don't think it's full paperweight, but it's.
I think it goes C tier, but I think it goes above the other two, right? Because it gave people D Brigade stuff. People love D Brigade. It gave me more plants, but it also was like, here's the 4 Great Dragons deck. You guys like that, right? And it's like. That shit is ass.
Useless. And the Dragon Links was
a very good addition to it. I can give it that at the very least. So like high C tier, I reckon.
And then like so X1 was good. Like people that deck showed up. Like
it was just inconsistent. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's one of those decks that's like, if it hits, you're the craziest motherfucker alive. If it doesn't, you're just sitting there while your opponent OTKs you.
I mean, like, yeah, like sometimes I just like if they set it up turn 2 and you're running a stack deck and you're like stuck in breeding, you're just like, this game is fucking over.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, so be it, I guess. It just is what it is. All right, we'll move on. I think C tier, like top of C tier currently, is like probably the best place to put it.
Yes.
What's that? Sorry.
Yeah. Next one.
Okay. BT11. So I'm gonna really quickly. I swear.
That's the little dudes, the Galgamon and the
BT11. Here we go. So it's B tier currently. A placeholder. Do you want to fire off your feelings of BT11 like off rip, and then I'll fire off mine.
I think where you've placed it is appropriate. Like that's when like. Shine Gray.
Yeah, so Shine, Mirage, All Force, what do you call it? More Cross Heart stuff.
Simon got support.
Did she? I'll see in a second, I guess, as well. Phoenix Mon.
Yeah. The 2 secret rares were both tamed.
Oh, no, you're so right. It is too.
Yeah, it's
Green got like, absolutely fucking nothing again.
No, Green got something. No, it
got Digi, Tidamon, and Hercules Carbutary X. That's what it got. It actually got nothing.
The Rosemon burst mode, or does that come in the EX set?
That'd be BT13. I think you're thinking of BT13 because that's when Shine Grey really started to pop up.
Oh yeah, that's when they got the top end of that.
Greymon X comes out in BT11. This is BWGX set. Yeah.
This is
I don't know who that was.
Okay.
This is BWGX set. Yeah.
Yes, this was a big set. Like this changed a lot. Like a lot happened here.
Yeah. So I like my first initial this is B tier immediately because I can't faithfully personally as opinionatively put it in anything above B tier because I fucking hated BWGX format, man. I hated it. It was so oppressive, and the worst part is I was like not a good enough player to like figure out how to deal with it. And so when we went to tournaments and stuff, it like there were ways to beat it with like Retaliation, Mervamon and shit, but like I wasn't aware of that. So like I was playing a deck that was at an event, it was like I played Jesmon for the first time ever because I was like, oh, this is just a counter for the most part to BWGX. You don't play Tamers, you can play a lot of ways to like crunch through this dude. And then it's just like I just ran into a bunch of Retaliation Mervas and I was like, this sucks. But other than that, I think that the set itself was like we all know that the set itself was fucking terrible dog shit to pull, because this is where they introduced the like the silver hollow commons and uncommons instead of rares, if I recall.
No, they did. Yeah, so you only got like 1 rare per pack.
It was so bad.
They actually did introduce the higher rarity though. You got gold cards in this, so that was kind of fun.
Really?
Like that, you had this extra rarity added to the game that wasn't really there before. Like,
are you sure?
Like I guess that was like the first iterations of SPs. Yeah. You could get a gold Master Demon, a gold Old Force, and a gold Machine Dramon. Yeah.
I think you're forgetting one or two sets back. I don't remember which one specifically it was, but we got the Blackout Alpha and the Ghost Omni.
Like a god rare. That's true. Like I guess it's a little different. Like I just didn't even think about that.
So, yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Ridiculous
it's just
to pull.
Yeah. But either way, I can't remember what sets those came in, but I remember that Chris pulled a Ghost Alpha, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome! Fuck yeah, man!" I think and then he went to just like put it away. He didn't even light up about it. He was just like, "Oh," and then put it in his bag, and it was just gone from that day.
There was BT6 and X Record. I'm pretty sure had the like.
It would be X Record. No, it was after X Record. So what? BT10.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It would.
Or EX3.
Yeah.
I can look. I just saw it before.
Look, either way. It's not worth like direct this for like which set did though.
No. Just like while you're chatting, I can look.
Yeah. But like, look, I think it was a weird set in that like so much good stuff came out, like so many good decks, but the problem was that they weren't Blackwall Grey. So like they weren't existing in the same plane of existence that Blackwall Grey was in. And it wasn't until that Blackwall Grey got hit that these other decks that like, yes, they got more support in the next couple of sets, but like that's when these other decks really started to shine. So it is hard for me to hate that like it did introduce all these cool decks into the format. They didn't get to do anything until we dealt with the Blackwall Grey problem.
Yeah, I get you. It's it introduced a lot of like archetypes and whatnot. So like I guess it's fine at B tier because it's like it's there. It gave us a bunch of stuff, but it's definitely one of those things that like I don't think I hated a set more than BT11. But that might change as we get further up.
I'm happy with it at B.
Sure. You're right. That's fine. BT12. I know I didn't really like this that much, but BT12, plop them in B tier. Make sure everything's still in line. But yeah, no, BT12 was an interesting one too. We got Superior Mode. We got pretty much the starter deck for the, what's his name? Beelzemon.
Oh, is that around that time?
It's around that time because BT12 is when they got the X antibody, Beelzemon. And Beelzemon was the deck. Like, there's no question that Beelzemon was the deck at this time.
I kind of love this set only because I figured out the counter to Beelzemon.
Which was?
I was security control. I farmed security control for like so many events and just like I got like all my first places. People were just like, oh, I've just milled myself out and I can't close the game. What the?
You're a terrible person, but I respect that because Beelzemon was probably one of like the most like, oh boy, am I dead? Yes, you're dead. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's move on.
That was the funniest time where like everyone was on Beelzemon. Like, so it was the easiest time to counter meta because you're just like, I know that all I need to do is win my first game and the rest of the tournament will be Beelzemon all day. And it always was like always. Yep. So it was always just the first game being the hardest because you'd have to like verse like some X-Cross player or something like that, which was a horrible matchup. X-Cross absolutely just walks over security control. So
you just being able to chip check little dudes. Isn't it?
Yeah. Great just keep sending them in. You're like, I can't kill anything. Oh, here comes another guy that can attack that I couldn't like deal with until you played him. Like, but
yeah. Was this the set that Imperial got like its most hefty start of support? Because I see the jamming XV. No, doesn't look like it got anything.
that would have been before, I think, in the starter deck.
Yeah, well, I know it got the starter deck. Yeah, no, it is. It got the Imperial Dramon fighter mode and the dragon mode as well, but those weren't like crazy for the deck.
I don't think they did too much. No, like I don't think it shook up the meta too much.
This is the set that got Shine Grey.
Yeah. Shine Grey was pretty nuts as well. That's what it was. It felt like Shine Grey versus Beelzemon was like what was happening.
Yeah, I mean, like going into BT13, it was definitely like that because like BT13 was where they really turned the heat up on Shine Grey, if I recall. Because I don't remember I think it's the Geo Grey that they get where they're just like, this deck is crazy, and it's just
play a
okay.
tamer from security, so you had like a second hand of like please tamer.
Yeah. War Grey got released in this set. I think everything except for like the exact. I guess not. I was gonna say everything except for exactly like Beelzemon was pretty mid in this set, but like the like superior mode was a staying deck. I think middle of B tier works here as well. To be honest,
I think I put it on the exact same par as these other guys.
These other three. Do you want to like fix up how you do it? Would you say Double Diamond was below any of these?
Yeah, I'd probably do it like that. That's probably
like
how
that.
I'd have
Okay,
it.
Yeah. Like I at least remember BT12 a little bit fondly compared to BT11, so being over the top is better for me. I will say though, this was another set where the secrets were just fucking horrible. I was happy that I got a black and white Darkness Bagra, if I recall, or I might have just gotten redder. I might have just gotten a regular one. I can't remember, but I just wanted Darkness Bagra.
That secret rare from my memory.
Because like it's a bad card, but I love the alt art. It's so cool. Also, I love the BT. Is this the set that got a Bagramon as well? Because I just love the alt art for that set as well.
Yeah, it is actually, because I was just looking through some of the foils for people that maybe want to make a new deck.
And then Superior Mode was the other one for that, and I think people ran that at a one-of because they were just like, I'm just gonna kill you however I can, and then if I can't grind this game to a halt, then I guess we'll use this Superior Mode. Yeah, Quartz came out. I loved that card. I still have all my alts for Quartz, which is
funny enough. A lot of the birds that weren't playable for like the longest time. Oh no, that was BT11, wasn't it?
Yeah, BT11 was when birds came out, really. So, but it had no showing for the most part until it got the super rare.
It finally got its support of Growlmon.
It got Growlmon. Oh, there was more red hybrid support in this deck. Yeah, this is where Emperor Grey came out. Top of B tier at the very least, if not like maybe bottom of A tier. Now that I think about it,
I think it's a perfect level because I think similar things happened in these other sets that we're describing here. So I think that's
top of B tier is fine. Next up, we got EX4, which, if I recall, was probably close to bottom of C tier.
Yeah, like we had the Omnimon came out that like people really wanted that to work, like the Alter S stuff, but it didn't work well.
It got the best line for Mirage Gao. But everything.
We did get all those burst modes though, didn't we? Is this not where the burst modes came?
This is the set that Ruin mode. No, burst mode is BT13. So burst modes are BT13. This is the set where
back in the jar. We're back in.
Yeah, we're getting there. But EX4 was like Ruin mode got released. Alter B, Alter S, Ravemon, Cherubimon.
I wanted that Ravenmon deck to be good so bad.
I know, everybody did. So many people wanted Ravemon to be a human, I guess. They gave us Gaiomon, Kresgaru, Blitzgaru, and like the deck that, was built to just like Digi 2 stacks it at the same time to get to your Alter S and whatnot. What else is in here? Oh yeah, Kusahamon was in here. Zeedgaruru, which I got a couple of alts for, which I was very upset about because I hit them.
A very playable card.
Yeah, it's super great. And the Grey Knightsmon, very, very good card. Definitely not one of the worst cards in the game.
I remember I got a heap of medieval Gallantmons. That was a good deck.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is such a weird set. Because
the only reason I like this set, I can't remember this, but I was like, this is the first time that I could run a deck reasonably competitively that could mill out my opponent. I'm trying to remember if this was that set. Yeah, it was, because you could do Ruin mode shenanigans and like, okay, this was a toxic deck. I'm outing myself as a toxic player right now, but I enjoyed playing.
Well, you're just like a heavy metal player.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
But yeah, you played Ruin mode loop. Did you say?
Yeah, the Miller loop, but like that doesn't define this set. That was literally just Ruin.
That wasn't until a couple of after, I feel like, right?
Maybe it might be. I thought it was an EX set that like some of the cards.
Yeah, it was. If I recall, it was for sure past like EX5 that it like Millithloop popped its head out.
Maybe.
But either way,
there was an early version of it that wasn't competitive, but like it was. I think it was always around it.
Yeah, this is just such a weird set though, right? Like you look at it as like everything in this is trash, and then you see ruin mode, and you're like,
yeah, that's what it is. It's just the set where you could maybe get ruined.
Yeah. Everything else is so bad in this set. Yeah, this has to be bottom of C tier, if not close to paperweight.
Yeah, we did get Galgamon, which did make Mirage pretty.
I mean, Kuzuha got limited to 1 with the ruin mode loop as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
you get to sit at bottom of C tier. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where.
That's fine.
We'll go next.
What's next up? EX4. I gotta keep hitting back every time I do this. Next up was BT13. Okay, here we go.
BT13. Go.
Okay, BT13. I was S tier. I have never been closer to giving up this game than BT13. I'm genuinely. I'm not even kidding. Like. So, BT13 introduced Shine Grey. I absolutely hated playing against Shine Grey. It introduced Royal Knights, which was the most unfun deck to verse. You don't... Yeah.
It wasn't even that good, though. Like, it wasn't that good at the time. Like, Shine Grey was winning way more events than, like, Royal Knights.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, whether or not it's like... Wait, did you say Shine Grey wasn't winning events?
No, I said it was.
Oh, okay.
Like, Royal Knights would like win the occasional one, but like you were trying hard. Like, to win those.
Yeah, I mean, it introduced Beelzemon. What is it? Belphemon Sleep Mode as well. One of my other all-time hated decks.
I love that deck.
I can't stand it. I actually just genuinely like. We have one player who absolutely loves Belphemon, and it's like, to me, it's this deck that was just like, I did a little bit of nothing, and then suddenly I killed everything on board, and then I one-shot you, and I was like, how do I stop this? And he's like, oh, and I'm like, okay, cool, sick. I guess I just die.
But then we got all the burst modes as well, like Rosemon, Mirage.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing. I mean, Rosemon is like whatever, right? It's not a real card.
Like I don't think you can hate Mirage at this point in the game. Like, obviously it went on to be a different beast, but like at the time, like it was just was just hanging in there. Like,
I enjoyed playing the deck. Don't get me wrong. Like, even at its like right at the end, I was like, you know what, this is still a fun deck to play, even if you the villain at your fucking locals when you played it. You know what I mean? Like, but
I feel like, because remember, we got to look at this at the context of the time.
Like, no, I get that. Yeah, it's like it wasn't close to Shine Grey in any capacity.
No, it wasn't.
Because Shine Grey was just like, oh yeah, I hit you for 2 checks, I trashed the next one, and then I hit another check, and then I swing for game, and it was like, cool. Anyway, let's move on. All Force got more support. I don't remember if this is the set that gave... What was the secrets for this set? Omnimon, though, and the Gallant.
It was the Gallantmon,
which are like still prevalent today.
Still very good cards, and it also had Magnamon, which was like a very good card for a long time.
And look, I'm happy with the Alphamon being added, but like I never used it. I wasn't playing Alphamon at this time, basically.
It was a good Alphamon.
I will put this bottom of A tier because I think it was a very, very strong set. I just don't think it was very fun to play, if that makes sense. Like.
Yeah, for sure.
I just find this set deplorable still to this day. I don't like a lot of the art, I will say that. And I just, whatever. I
don't think there's too many sets that we could look at that, like, this has probably got the most cards still currently played in the game.
I mean, that's fair. Like, a lot of any of the hits that got hit to this like these decks were balance hits more so than they were like, hey, we're just going to cut the legs off of this deck, and if you want to keep playing it, you can keep playing it.
No,
like Shine Grey still has legs, yada yada.
Yeah, they kept coming back. The new cards would come, and they'd be like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah,
keep going.
All right, RBO1 is next up.
Oh, that's bottom paperweight. That's as low as you can go.
Yep.
Like, I don't even. Can we not even talk? I don't even want to talk about this set. Can we just like go next, because like. It was the biggest fumble that Digimon's ever had.
Yeah.
Where they like, we could have had the cool set that like was in Japan, where it was just the cards that you like needed or whatnot. Like, no. So there was the reprint, and then there was the cards you needed separate. Like, you didn't have to like buy this print set to get them.
Yeah.
And then, no, that's what we were getting. Sorry, I rephrased. That's what we were getting. Japan got the combo, and then everyone complained. Everyone was like, "Wah wah wah! We want the combo set with all the reprints and the cool cards in them." And then we got it, and then we hated it.
Yeah,
like, we were like, "Oh, this is the worst! I get like one of this card that I need per box." Like,
yeah, and it was dog shit. Like you would be basically like chasing essentially nothing except some bare bones staples. Like you weren't hitting Death X. I don't even remember what staples at the time. Like Blossomon at the most was what Garu promo.
They weren't even, and they were for fringe decks. They weren't even for competitive decks. She's like, I just want to play this fun deck, and like you'd have to chase this one RB card that like it was not even like an SR or good, but you just didn't get enough of them in the boxes. So the ratios were like whack.
And then just
combining them was the worst idea ever. Like they should have just kept it reprint for the players that needed it, the new players, and then that's what they get, like reprint cards, and then they have the little extra booster, which they're doing now, by the way, like where you just
they do it so well now.
Yeah, it's so good now.
Like LM sets are fantastic. It is very funny too because like this was absolute bottom of paperweight worst set, and then Nume format happened, and you had to buy packs for it because the the Monze was a rare in this set, and if you weren't like ready to just start spending money on booster packs, you had to buy it, and it was like a $40 rare, if not more.
That's what it was. Yeah, there was the Monze, which is what you needed to get.
Yeah,
it was like one in every like 3 or 4 boxes. Like
it was fucking crazy. Yeah, it was crazy how hard to get that was. I'm gonna move on because I think this was bottom of fucking paperweight. And just the most egregious set. Because next up is Blast Ace. I'm going to say it. I think this was another S tier set.
Because wait, is this when you say we got Numemon though? Like,
yes, but hold on. Let me make my case. Actually, it might not be an S tier.
I can support your actions.
So I'm gonna put it up here for now. Maybe not S tier. Probably closer to A tier. But only because like it gave me D Brigade, like actual D Brigade support. This is the time where I made probably one of my highest placings for the longest time until I did it with Ancient Grey. This I got, I think, like 6th or 7th with D Brigade, and I was like, holy shit, this outlier deck, and I just crunched people with it up until top 8, and I felt real good about that. The only thing is that a lot of the cards in this set are actually dog water ass. Oh, this gave Luga, Fenrir Luga in this set as well. All the yellow vaccine
and we
starters.
got the yellow angels stuff started coming out.
So
I see it. There's like, look, it did some good things. It also had some crimes that need to pay for. So
I mean, BT10 has crimes as well.
Yeah, I can't let this live in ST. I'm pretty sure this is when I was like the least interested in the game in the history game. Yeah, like I think when Numemon started doing stuff, I was like,
don't get me wrong, I was not happy about Nume. The reason, like a big part of putting it as high as it is too, was like how good trainings were, and like you just had to buy like split 4 boxes with mates, and you could just get a set of every single trainings. Or did they give 2? I don't remember if they gave us 2 per box. I think it was only 1. But it was, I don't know, across the board, most of these cards have sat as like pack filler, but like some of these cards are also very, very good to this day.
Yeah, I would
more bloom support
at the same level as BT13.
As BT13. So you want to put it at like bottom of A tier?
Yeah.
Would you put it above BT 2.5 and BT 1.5?
Nah, I think that's a defined wall for me where like you have to be a little bit special to get over the.
But would you put it ahead of X Record, right? Like BT9?
Nah, I don't think I would. Yeah. I think I like where these exist.
I think of these two, like BT9 and Blast Ace, in very, very same terms, right? Like I think of Blast Ace as a much more fun and enjoyable set because the power level was kind of. I think a lot of people were talking about how like a designer got fired and, you know, this guy is now like trying to reset the power level again or some shit at this point. And it felt like that was like we had just been freed from Shine Grey. You know, BT14 felt pretty normal, I guess, is like the best way to put it.
No, and like I understand, like the New Moon one wasn't actually doing things at this time.
Yeah, it's about BT15 and shit where it gets crazy mode. Put it a little bit higher.
Introduced it.
Yeah.
I don't. So I don't think it's better than the first set for me. That's all right.
If I put him in between, we get a happy.
Put him in the middle. We get a middle.
Okay, so next up after BT14 would be. Let me go back here. I mean, oh yeah, EX5. I wasn't sure if it was straight to BT15 or if it was an EX set. EX5. Do you want to say anything about EX5 first?
Yeah, that was an interesting set.
They were like, here's a nice, cool, calm, and collected power level from BT14. Yeah. Now turn that shit up times 10.
Yeah, I think we got some of the grossest stuff. Like,
EX5 is just a war criminal set, I would say.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Over and over again, like we go back and we find something that is so broken for no reason. And I don't know whether or not that just keeps it at B tier because these decks are so strong.
We literally got so many war crimes from that set.
Like, we got Levia, Anubis, Apocalypse, what's it called?
Grace Nova stuff,
Grace Nova came out in this set.
Even Fanglong was like disgusting at the time.
I never had to worry about Fanglong because that was one of those decks where every time somebody played it against me, I was not prepped, but like I was on a deck that was perfect to verse it. Like I was versing, I'd be like, oh yeah, snipe your level 5, I don't care, I'm killing you next turn. Gabu and Garu X, which were so funny.
Yeah.
Like they just gave it an entire disgusting X antibody line out of nowhere for the Metal Garu.
No, it was disgusting. All right, this is just the war crime set.
This is a war crime set, right?
All right.
How do you feel about it in terms of its being a war crime, right? Like, does that make it a better set or does it make it worse? Protoform was in this set.
It doesn't, in my mind, it doesn't get to exist on the same level as the other players in B. So I think maybe it goes to the top of C. That's my
top of C.
My thoughts and feelings on that. Yes, these cards, some of these cards are still played, and like as much as I hate them, like Levia and stuff like that, I can't deny that they are cards that
were very good.
Yeah.
Or are very good with Levia, I guess. Look, I'm gonna put it at bottom of B because I remember Anubis format, like kind of a little bit. I forgot that Apocalypse isn't in EX5. No, it's in BT15. But I remember Anubis format at least like positively because I was playing the deck at the time, right? Like this is an egregious bias, don't get me wrong, but I was looking at it at like, damn, like this is an incredibly what's it called? Precise, very like every action matters so much in this deck, especially in the mirror. And then sometimes you could just get blown out, and it was like, oh, awesome! I just suck at this game, I guess. But yeah,
I think that's as long as it's not above 3 above it. Like I think that's exactly where I draw the. So like I think that's where it can live. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Like there's not much else to say about this set. Like EX5 was a war criminal set. I'm gonna put it up in S tier, like top of S tier for like 2 seconds, just for like the thumbnail clickbait.
I felt uncomfortable while I was there.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, it was a crazy set, and it is very funny that we keep going back and finding worse things about it. I think we've explored it to its like full degree. BT15, I am close to putting this like bottom of C tier. This has to be a bottom of C tier deck to me, to be honest. Or set BT15.
It was bad. I don't know if it was like BT like 8 bad, but like
what was the other set that we were like, oh, if you bought like RBO1, BT11. So BT11 is what I refer to when I think of BT15, is that they tried to do the the silver, the hollow commons and stuff again.
Yeah.
But they made it so much worse, if I recall, that like buying even one box of BT15 felt like I was just getting punched in the face.
Actually, this is where New Moon 1 X.
Yeah, this is where New Moon 1 pops off as well.
I'm happy to put this as low as it can humanly.
Yeah, but it's not a paperweight set, is the unfortunate. Like we can make a D tier for this one immediately, and then. But this set was dog shit. Like
and the
Apocalypse
secret
was
rare
in this
was
set.
Quartzmon and
No. It was Apocalypse
Apocalypse.
and the Metal Garu in this set.
Nah, Quartzmon was a secret rare as well, wasn't it? Yeah,
No.
but it was an LM secret rare. Yes, it was. Look it up.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, you know what?
They combined an LM into it.
You're so right. That's what I forgot. That's what I forgot.
Was Quantumon, not Quartzmon. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I forgot. That they added the LM set. It wasn't just that they did the hollowed foils.
That was bad too, because it made the SRs
so
so much harder to hit. Yeah, because there was a whole pool of LM SRs that you were getting, which you didn't care for at all.
Like, and they were ass. They're so bad. You can't look at Diabitmon Ace and be like, this is a good card, or like Regulusmon. Like
Serious Ace. Or
these cards were so bad when you hit them. I hate this set. Like, there's some great cards from this set that I look upon fondly, like Megadramon, Oyu, the Fenriluga stuff was cool. Myotis Ace I love, but there was so many bad cards in this set. Because
you'd want like the Tento, like, because this is when they had rookies.
Yeah,
now, remember?
Oh
and
my
like
God.
You would want those. You need those as a 4 of now.
Yep.
Like they've changed the game where like usually like I just need like 3 SRs like to be the top end, whereas now you need 4 of, and like you were desperately trying to pull these Tentomons or these like Fenris or like whatever. And then like
you'd hit Seriousmon or Regulus.
Yeah, and you would just like against the wall. Okay, this definitely for me maybe bottom C.
Yeah,
like,
bottom of C because the cards in it were good. It's just that it was a terrible set. Like this would have been a good set if not for the LM set stuff. Yeah. Just being jammed in there as well. Oh my God, I hate this so much. Let's just move on. This is by far like one of the worst sets in terms of like value, if I recall.
No, it was. I think you can still find it on shelves. It didn't sell that great either.
Yeah. Oh well, people were like still like pulling it for like the Metal Garu kind of recently. I remember that. Next up, BT16. I adore this set as well.
I would put that.
Not the format. I adore the set because we're already into like Nume format at this point. Because of the Nume X comes out in BT15, but BT16 is where like Magna X, Imperial Dramon get released. I top 8 with Magnamon again, and that was very fun.
I think this is when a lot of people got interested in the game again. I think they survived the weirdness that was up until this.
Yeah,
I think this might be just before Nume was like Nume was like insane.
Oh, Tyrant was in this set, dog. Tyrant, Dexdoru. Oh, I love this set. I adore this set. And then there was Big Uko. And obviously Ukomon was in the set.
But yeah, it was a good set. I think this could be either top A or
like bottom S.
Yeah.
Smile. I genuinely I look so fondly upon this let's put it as bottom of S because I think that we like Louis. They were promo cards, so they don't get to be kind of part. They get to be part of the format conversation, but they don't get to be like Rapid X was in this set. I forget, dude.
I love Rapid.
I know you love Rapid X. I'm putting it above BT10.
I agree. Yeah.
What about BT4? Because again, I can't speak to that.
Nah, BT4 was peak. I'll fight
Phoenix X. Oh, dude, I love so much of this set.
I think.
Can you objectively change?
I think BT4 needs to stay where it is because I think it was just like I don't know. It put Digimon on the map. Like I don't know. That was just the set.
Okay, sure. I mean, I have not much else to say about.
And I think it might be funny because it might trigger a bunch of people. I don't know. Like...
Yeah, maybe. I don't care. Like again, I don't. I guess people who hate Magna X would be mad about it, but like, cool. Yeah. It's never been truly.
Those people have been freaking out the entire time. Like when that card was announced to now, they've just been freaking out the whole time. And then, like sure, it did a bunch of stuff, but it definitely didn't do what everyone was like
expecting. Like dude, I remember so many people saying that it was going to be the death of the game, and then it was just like, cool.
It wasn't even the best deck of the time.
Yeah,
like
Imperial was going crazy. Tyrant,
it wasn't even the best deck of his own set. They literally introduced answers to this card in the own set, or like all these crazy aces that you swing, and then you're just like, oh, I digivolve you, or I bounce you, and then you're like, oh no,
I guess I'm fucked. Yeah, no, I love this set so much, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think there's much else for me to say. I do still hate Imperial Digimon kind of just for the most part. Hey, I dislike Imperial Digimon. I don't like it's whatever. I know I didn't like it, but whatever. Who cares? It's whatever. EX6, I think, is a very good set as well.
Yeah, I think that's an easy A for me.
Yeah,
at least.
I'm gonna put it above BT13 again because I don't like BT13.
Yeah,
and he's only there because you're there. But I like all the Angel stuff. I love all the.
Yeah.
I don't. Look, admittedly, I do not like SUDL, but it is a deck that people love, and I cannot ever take that away from them. I love that it gave the people, what do you call it, the new Cherubi, the new Diaboro stuff. Domini, I absolutely loved. That was so much fun getting 3 great
so
Angels.
Much good support in this. Like
Master Ace,
as well.
Master Ace, yeah. New Mirays, yeah, like you said. I think this was just a very good set. Like, what we put it in A tier. Oh, it didn't go before BT13. I think it's good.
I would put it, maybe right there is exactly where it is. Yeah.
I think it's good. BT17, which is a weird one for me because on one hand, I rarely ever remember that BT7 exists because there's so much bulk filler and shit like that in this set.
Until you need the cards.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're reminded that like Ancient Garu was in this set. Fenrir Luga really took off.
Oh yeah, Fenrir Luga was insane.
Yeah. What else? Argo. Who cares about that? Shine Grey Ace and some Shine support. Dex Doru finally entered the game, which was fun. Omni Ace.
That definitely did some stuff. Omni Ace. This is obviously not current version of Omni Ace, where it's disgusting. Like it was still disgusting, but it didn't have the consistency that would.
Yeah. But BT17 introduced Takamikazuchi, so like, I have to put this. I feel like this has to go like bottom of B tier or C tier.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a good place for it.
Let's go top of C.
Yeah,
I think overall the set was like kind of okay, but at the same time,
I think it has to go above the War Criminal. Like, that's just my thoughts.
Oh yeah, fair. But like. This introduced one of the most toxic decks in the game with fucking with Take. Like,
it's true.
But at the same time, I don't know, like it's hard because EX5 is a set that is universally like across the board very strong and War Criminal, whereas BT17 was like, here's one very disgusting card and a bunch of support for other decks and whatnot, like, you know, Paladin.
It's hard because it did give so much support to these other decks that you're like, oh,
it makes it a little bit more reasonable. Oh, give me Ancient Grey. I forgot about that, to be honest. Even though I just said it gave Ancient Garu like 30 seconds ago, I must have scrolled past him.
No, and we got the new like blue hybrid support and red hybrid support. Yeah. Like I think like
that's fine.
It was
above B tier. B tier is looking a little bit more like a C tier right now than it is B tier. Next up is EX7, which I think was pretty good. I would put it in A tier if I had to pretty quickly attribute something to it.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look.
Like Hexablau,
like obviously Hexablau was a big
criminal
player in this set.
It's like half the set is very good, and then the other half is very bad.
The Beelzemon stuff, like that didn't really make much of a splash.
It also sucks too because like the Beelzemon stuff, like they finally But they were the Beelstar stuff was crazy too because they were like, "Hey, we finally wanted to give you guys Beelstar support. We know how much you guys love Beelstar, so here it is."
They made a lot of cards for it too. Like,
but they completely changed the style of the deck, which I know a lot of people didn't like. So it was just 3 Musketeers and not Beelstar.
Yeah,
which is rough for a lot of people. I know. I don't know. I would say this is like bottom of A tier or top of B tier, personally.
I wouldn't that high. I'd have it.
Yeah.
I'd have it below.
This is the set that gave us Medigallant, by the way. I don't know if you remember that.
Is it? No, it wasn't. No. You're thinking of EX8.
EX8. Oh no, yeah. What's the secret?
I would have this.
Beelstar X.
Beelstar and the. What is?
I'm scrolling through. I can't.
Vortex Resonance. Come on.
That's right. Yeah. It goes further down.
Put it down.
It's definitely above BT11.
I'd have it below BT11. That's exactly where I'd have it, maybe.
Like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of BT11 again, but like, dude, I hated BT11.
Better secret rares though.
You're right. You're right. I guess
people
it's fair.
still chasing those secret rares. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I look at it like, yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, whatever. I can't speak much more on that because like I was about to be like, well, but this set has Hexablau and it had like Central stuff which people like and all the Shoto and whatnot. But it's like, okay, cool. It also had 3 Musketeers and Tlalokmon. Like, who cares?
Yeah. It committed like half of it set to like decks that like weren't that good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next up is 2.0. So this is where unification starts to happen. Which again, put it in B tier as a placeholder. So it's 2.0, then EX8, then 2.5. These came at us like wildfire. These cards were these were back-to-back sets. We were going fast at this point. Like breakneck speed type shit. I really did like BT 2.0, if I recall.
It was fun, but like I think you need to remember that this is where we had like Zed Millennium on as a secret rare, and
I might be mixing it up with BT
Satan mode.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might be mixing it up with 2.5
and Susanamon mode, like Susanamon Ace. Yeah. Like I don't know, like these cards that like secret rares again that just didn't really impact the game much at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, as this being the first time I bought a case, I don't know if this will come across as like sunk cost fallacy, but this is where we got Purple Hybrid.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is Purple Hybrid. I understand.
Yeah. But I genuinely enjoyed pulling a case worth of this set. Like this was a bunch of like really, really fun cards, like a lot of really cool alt arts. Oh, dude, Lord Knight X alt art is so beautiful still. I love this.
Yeah. Honestly, like just mixing in
dog
like
shit card, which is very
mixing
funny.
in like 1.5 sets or however many sets we got, like 3 sets into 2 or whatever we got, like it is just fun. Like that is just having more variety of cool cards is fun. Like that's you can't deny that. And I think that is again why I think like 1.0 and 1.5 were pretty fun. So I don't think the set was as good as those, but like I think it was pretty fun. So I think you could put it up close to those guys. Like,
well, I was looking at it here. It has to be above EX7, right? Like it has to be. So I guess it has to be somewhere in A tier.
Yeah,
and
I think that's.
I would probably put it around here, right? Like I'd probably put it in this area.
I would put it just below the 1.5. That's probably my pick.
Sweet. Yeah, fair enough. Whereas I think that 2.5 was just better. It was just a better version of this.
It was.
Oops, I've gone too far back. EX8 was next, which was I think EX8 is very good. Like
it's a great set.
Yeah. Do I want to say it's an S tier? I didn't care heaps for the set, but only because I didn't actually like. I bought singles of the set. It gave us Dinomon, which I know a lot of people love. Unfortunately, it gave us all the Growlmon and Gilmon X stuff.
No, I did give us it gave us Pyramidy as well, like a heap of Liberator decks. It did give Medi Gallant and Gallantmon X, which are both like pretty huge decks.
Bolt and all the NSP and Baba X and Gallant X.
I think the meta at this time was like reasonably balanced from memory.
Well, until really Medigallant hit the scene, and then it's just like, oh, this card is because that had like a 50. That card still has like a 50% play rate in tournaments.
Yeah, it was highly played, but I guess not like everyone could run it, kind of thing. Like was what was happening. Like,
it wasn't like
it didn't make one deck bullshit. It just was like, oh, we're all a little bit bullshit.
I would go so far as to say it's like top of A tier.
Yeah,
I don't have an S tier feeling about it, but I think it's very, very close to A tier with like the amount of value that you would get out of this if you were to buy into it.
Yeah, it's still worth buying now, honestly. Like especially for some of the cards decks coming out soon. Like I think good. Like these decks are getting more and more support. I would have it here. Like if I had to be full pedantic about it, I'd have it just below 1.0. That's probably where I'd have it.
You'd have it below 1.0. I think that's fine because like I also don't think I can put it above X Record, but only because like again, nostalgia glasses. Give me a break.
I mean, that's why it's hard to go past the first. You got to be special to get above the first set, I think. So like, and it was pretty special, but I don't think it quite cut the mustard. All right, let's go.
What's the next one? It's
2.5.
Yeah, it's 2.5 after this. Hey, all right.
Yep.
Put him in B tier as a placeholder, and then we scroll up. I want to say this is an S tier, if I recall. I got to go through, and I immediately say that only because I pulled the Metal Garu cereal. So don't get me wrong. That's
There's a high level of bias.
high level of bias. I like everything other than that in this set was fucking shit. Was trash. Right? Like all these SRs suck. All of the what do you call it? The Rapid, the Mega Gargo, the Talmon Ace. All of these SRs are dog water for the most part.
Remember how bad it would feel to pull a Nene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nene, Luminamon. Oh, that's why I have to like drop it all the way out of S tier to like bottom of A tier. That's.
I think for Nene alone, I don't think you can like keep it in it. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I have to keep it in A tier because of stuff like GX or Yukon. You know, I got to keep it. It gave me all my Alphamon support.
Yeah.
People got their Examon and their what do you call it, Axel support, which I know they love. That's the hard thing, right? Like, there's so
obviously
many.
we got Omni X. God, the difference between pulling an Omni X and a Nate. Like,
I remember getting like eight Omni X's and only 2 Nenes. I was crazy with it. So like, again, I'm biased.
Yeah, I feel like I got to filter your experience here, where I got like much more of a balance. Actually, I think I got a million Zephyrs, which is like not as bad as getting Nene.
Yeah,
but still,
I mean,
there's no like.
I paid the price. I paid the price to get that many Omni X's though, because with 2.0, I got 12 or something Satan modes by the end of it all because of the lucky packs and stuff.
I would have it if I had to place it. I think it was better than 2.0. Like,
where have we put 2.0 here? Ah, here it is. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think there's pretty.
I think that's
safe.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fine. Like, you were rolling the dice on getting a lot of archetype support for things that were very, very fun. Yeah, this is a huge support set essentially too. Like Pulse, Axel, Seadramon. Yeah, there's so much in this. I would hazard to put it above Blast Ace, but I would have to like move those back a little bit, or put it ahead of. Yeah, I think the here is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're buying like singular here and there boxes, it's not great, like as EX8 is. But if you bought like a case or something, which I never recommend anybody to do, but if you did do that, you were getting pretty good odds. You were basically guaranteed an SP as well. So like, run that shit, boy. Wait, this had fucking Zephyr Ace in this as well. Wait, I forgot they had 3. This is a very good set. Yeah.
I'm happy with that place.
Moving on, I guess. I think it's BT21 here, or is it EX9 is next up?
No, BT21. So
BT21.
The one where we got the stamp card. So
stamp card?
Remember, like, you could get like a...
Oh, I hated this set. I have to put that out there. Yeah. I hate this set. But what do you mean stamp? Oh, signature ones.
Yeah, the signature foil stamps or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Like that was kind of cool, but like that, I feel like that lasted all of the day. Like,
like everybody was
excited about it initially, and then they were just like, "I'm selling my stamp card for like $300," and then like week 2 was like, "I'm selling my stamp card for $200," and then like week 3 it was like, "Please, someone buy my stamp card for $20."
Yeah, it's crazy. This set gave our Atmon. I have to give this set credit for the box toppers. Like all the alt art box toppers of pretty good staple cards like Gallantmon, Analog Youth, Patamon, Angelmon Ace are like very, very good reprint.
I think
alt
arts. I think they got a lot of. I think this is where they tried to fix, because they got a lot of slack for like their lack of box toppers like coming up to like this era, and I think this was like the correction to that, where they're like, well, okay, we'll give you good stuff.
Yeah, and it felt very good to get all these things. Like they're really good. They gave me Red Hybrid support, which didn't in the end actually help me because other things were way stronger at the time. Galactic is a very fun deck. This set gets to be kind of high up in the ranks. Here's where Megidramon enters the scene.
Secret Gaiamon, like they were okay. Like they were both like okay.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great because like I bought it and I didn't get anything that I liked, because I remember I got a bunch of like super rare tamers, but like I do actually have to put this a little bit higher than something like BT13. I feel like.
Ooh, I don't know. because this is where you got to understand. This is also where Growlman became a problem.
Well, that's what I
because
mean, right? Like it
That's when we got
introduced
the Growl.
Yeah, like this is a good set. That's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
you are getting bang for your buck in a sense, but like you also have the caveat that we have DIGIMON at the moment because of this set. So
I would put it my placing, and maybe we can go between ours, would be just below BT11. That's probably where I'd have it at.
Okay. Yeah. Because I don't think there's much in between. Like I don't care for Outmon. Medusa kind of flopped. Red Hybrid kind of flopped, and then there was just like a couple of good things as well.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? Puppetmon had a crazy showing for how little people expected of it.
Yeah, just a good card. I think people were like struggling to be like, oh, but I don't see the Wind Guardian archetype good or whatever, and people were like, just run it in something that's green.
Sad.
And they're like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, true.
Sick.
He's actually really good, just as a generic ace, level 6. Sick. Yeah, that's fine. Next up is EX9, and then we got BT22 to round it out. So EX9.
It's an interesting one. I feel like EX9 really tried to like introduce some like new interesting mechanics to the game.
Yeah,
like
we're also kind of just like only just now starting to explore DM as like as an engine. I feel like
exactly.
And people I feel
like
really
a lot more support. There's going to be more support coming out, so like that's really cool that's sort of like started to happen. Yeah, like is it fully realized? Like we're existing, in this moment now. So I guess it is hard to like make that like full assessment to be like we can with the other sets, to be like this set was the greatest because of this reason, or the worst because of this reason. Like we're living in it. But I really like the set. I think it's done a lot of cool stuff.
It's going pretty high up for me, I reckon too, because like like you said, it's doing a lot of fun things. It gave me Machinedramon support that actually, finally having a new Machinedramon feels awesome. In the current day format, it's not, the best. I have won a locals with it now, but like at the same time, it was a fucking struggle. It's given us Alter S in this set. It's given us. I'm so happy with Sagittarius mode. Yeah, I mean this is a pretty high up one.
We got a lot of cool puppet stuff as well in this set.
Yeah, people are loving the puppet stuff.
Yeah, the puppets are really cool. Yeah, I think. I almost like exactly where it's sitting right now. Like
I hazard to put it a little bit above, like almost above EX6.
Yeah, I'd probably put it there. Yeah,
which is interesting, but like I think it's working.
All right.
Yeah. Final one, and then maybe we can do some quick adjustments to the tier list as a whole and see how we feel about it. Cyber Eden, I am very surprised I enjoyed, because I might have bought like one box of this, and then right after I was like, no, actually I want like everything from this set, except for All Force. I could not care less about All Force. So I ended up buying like everything in singles.
I think it's a really good set.
It's a very good set.
I think it's supported a lot of like older decks like really well, like with Diaboromon, like Alphamon, Tyrannomon, Galaxy, like in a positive way finally, not like weird toolbox shenanigans. Like we're going back to the original.
Like we get Diona back essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like too, because like I was playing a weird little janky build with using the Okua, like the Saber Sleuth Okua and Kuaga, and I was just happy to be able to play Grandis again, basically because of those cards. Without those cards, I would not be able to play the deck at all, and it just kind of it hasn't made it good, obviously, but it has breathed a little bit of life into it again to just play it for fun.
And we got some more like interesting like egg version decks, like with the Eda stuff and stuff. Like that hasn't really shown up too crazy, but I've seen some people trying to innovate with it. So like maybe that with a bit more support,
I will say
it'll come good.
Yeah, I will say though, like Eda's is surprisingly fun as well as surprisingly good. Like it's not on the like tier. I would say it's like a tier 2 deck, but it contends with everything. Like it's a deck you can just like put together and then play out a bunch of little dudes, and your opponent is like, okay, well if I try to kill you, I'm just helping you. If I don't kill you, then I'm just getting 3 massive bodies dropped on me. It's cool. I think it's underrated.
It's interesting innovation for the game.
It's also very funny that you can just like play out a bunch of freebie little dudes and then Medi Gallant your opponent with them.
Yeah. Like obviously we have to probably talk about the elephant or the Omni
in
the room. Like that deck does seem very strong this set. We don't really know what that looks like in terms of like realizing the dominance, or like if there is a dominance or not. Like, but it does seem to be hitting pretty hard.
Yeah. I mean, it's made so many people hit top 8 with it, even in just like the last few weeks that it's been released. And with a ban list looming 2 days from now, if everything but Omnimon got hit, this deck would be at the top. Like, there's no question,
that is
right?
Definitely a concern of mine, and I know that's not the point of this video, but I am concerned about where we have Omnimon existing at the top and we just hit every other good deck, and then we're like, oh, cool, like what? We just artificially created a tier 0.
Yeah, we've artificially created a demon. Shit, dog. I gotta say, like for this set especially, I am loving the Alphamon CS, and it was like CS, like the kind of Galaxy style, I was not expecting to enjoy. I want to run this at the like most recent coming up regionals so badly, but I know that I have to play like Gas or something, because like that deck is crazy, you know.
I think what I'm enjoying at the moment is the Galaxy, like as a pure version of it, which I like didn't expect. I tried the toolbox version first, and like it was good, obviously, but then I like was, I don't know, like that Ace card called out to me. It was like, use me.
Leopard,
trying to find a way to use me. The Apollo Ace.
Apollo Ace, like the promo
please
one.
try to use me. And I was like, the one that's like came in the promo pack. Ace, like the latest. Yeah. So like it's actually so much better than you think on paper. It's like
that's cool.
Being able to go into Grace Nova on your turn rather than into your opponent's turn, like you can do, like you just got that flexibility now, and love it. It's so
cool,
much fun.
Like, I haven't actually had a chance to try it, but I think I would enjoy it if I do. I just don't have Diana's is my problem. But yeah, no, I mean we haven't put it on a place anywhere. I would say it's probably got to be like high A tier, obviously. Like we're giving this more props than I think we would for like EX9. But am I giving it more props than something like 2.0? Yes. Am I giving it more props than Blast Ace?
I'm okay if you did. I think we're starting to run out of like obvious yeses, like at this where it's falling. So I think you wouldn't I don't think you'd be wrong to leave it where it is.
I think where it is good.
Yeah. For
like,
sure.
I still think of Blast Ace super fondly. I know that you're like, oh, you could probably take it down a couple notches, obviously, but like,
I can't. This is a combined tier list. I can't just like say where everyone is. Like that's probably my disagreement is Blast Ace, but like that's you like it, so like that's where it stays.
Yeah, I adore. Like we got trainings in that set, dog. Come on.
Yeah.
Sure. But I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Like that's all sets ranked. Only took us, holy shit, like an hour and 40 minutes or something, which is fair. Like this is as close as I'll ever get to actual podcast content on my own channel. But like,
it is.
It's fun.
Podcasty, isn't it?
It is a little bit podcasty. I don't think I've ever actually like taken the time to just go through every single set and be like, I like this set. No, I forgot about it. It was only ever in the context of like you bring up the set and then you're like, oh no, I hated that set or I liked it. And then you would just kind of move on from there and not really think about it.
No, I guess because we've done more of an analysis now. Whereas, like, if you just had like the images flash on the screen, it's like, describe how you feel on this. You're like sad, happy.
No, I mean, like when we're talking about it with friends, like when a set gets brought up and you're just like, oh shit, no, that set existed. I forgot about that set completely, but it was awesome.
Sure.
Which
I mean, like, I forgot how bad RB1 was until you put it up, and I was just like, "Oh, dude, I didn't even think about this."
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we both were like, "This is worse than EX1." Like, just immediately drop that shit in the trash. Obviously, there's no LM sets here. There's no starter decks, but whatever. Maybe we'll do starter decks because that's a lot less things. Is there anything?
I mean, we tried to apply the context of starter decks around it. Like we're like, "Oh, I remember this starter deck came out and made these cards good." Like because that's obviously important.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything that you would like want to dispute now that you're looking at it overall? Because like BT10 being an S tier, as much as I do love it, I also am like, am I being for real with this? Am I being for real with an S tier? Like,
look, it is up for dispute for me. I would almost have 9 higher than 10. Like if you wanted to switch out, like,
I would say that,
yeah.
Like that's exactly what I was gonna do.
My S's are 4 and 16. Like for
4 and 16, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, 16, I totally agree with. I think S like this technically, if we if I had the ability to experience BT4, it would just be like this. Like this is a perfect top 3. But like BT4 is here because I think that you could. I don't know. You seem like you're not being biased about it.
I'm not, and it was so balanced. Like there was no dominating deck. Like there was like, I reckon there was like 6 decks that you could rock up with to an event and like do well with, like which was like, I don't know, it just felt so good, and like just the way these decks played, like it was the future of Digimon. Like I don't know, it took Digimon from like the real stale like first 2 sets like into like a, hey, this is where we're going with this. These are effects that we feel like we can do, and it was, I don't know, fun like that.
I think everything else is pretty much like perfect. The only like egregious one I have is that every time I look at BT11 and I see it middle of B tier, I want this shit down here. Like that's my opinion, obviously, but
I'm fighting to keep it up there.
Yeah,
I would almost have it higher, so that's why this is the compromise of keeping
BT11 was just like one of the most annoying sets to me, because I just hated versing BT11, hated versing the entire set. I hated BWGX, and then it introduced later on Mirage Gao into what Mirage Gao turned into, but like
exactly.
Any deck. It could have been any deck. Like it didn't have to be Mirage.
Like is spread across like all of these sets.
Exactly. Like, so, that's what I mean. Like it got so many sets, like supports from different sets, that it got to that point that it was at, and it was like.
So you can't, like, I know that the card that they banned came from that set, but the cards that made it problematic just like slowly dripped out of all of these other future sets. Like,
I saw the Mac Gal limited to 1 in one of, I think one of it might have been. I saw it while we were talking about it, and I brought it up for like 0.5 seconds.
It was
we didn't even talk about it.
Like,
Oh, you know what? It was EX4,
but then they just
if I recall.
Yeah, EX4 it was, And then they introduced better level 5, so it didn't even matter. Like
pretty much,
the Honkun and
again, like whatever. I think this is a pretty like on point. As funny as it is to be like, look at all these A tiers. That's just how good Digimon is, man. Like,
hey, this is like a reasonably normal distribution graph. Like maybe if we'd made like another tier, like a D tier, and we spread it all out, it probably would form a proper curve. So I think it's a good distribution.
Look, like, if you made it this far in the video and you're still watching, please actually comment down below like what you think is like the most egregious possible take that we had on this, because like I know it has to be BT9, right? Like BT9 should not be up in S tier. But at the same time, I love this set so much. I'm just so biased in a sense, and I know that's probably
like put their like text version of like their own like lists in and stuff like that.
I feel like that'll happen. I get like the full essay sometimes, and I'm like,
actually, that wouldn't be that hard if you just like did text like space or like tab. You could just do the tier list.
I think that would be even worth it. I guess I'd be curious to see what other people think. Like whether or not any of these paperweights should be down here and whatnot. But easy done. Thanks for coming and enjoying this with me, Aaron. This was fun because like you have given more reasonable takes than I imagine Clara and Tom and I would have had, where we just be like a bunch of insane people just saying, I think that EX1 deserves to be S tier.
I guess it's all different perspectives, right?
Whereas
like I'm probably coming. I tried to play. I played this game probably pretty competitively, like since the start.
Yeah,
like, I was pretty bad at beginning, like, but it wasn't that long until I was like, hey, I like winning, and then I was like
we have been
first at events and stuff like that. So like I'm probably coming at it from more of a competitive angle than like a, hey, this is how this set made me feel.
But I know for me, like BT11 was probably like around the time where I wanted to be competitive, and then BT14 was where I started like learning the game at a fundamental level. So I think that's worth saying. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys know how much I love watching numbers go up. And I'll see you with hopefully another tier list, because hopefully a shorter one, let's say that, because we won't be doing an entire game as a whole. But I got some more ideas for like different smaller ones. So if people like this, I might keep doing them. So get other people on as well, maybe some other YouTubers. Oh, but all right. Bye, Aaron. Thank you for coming on. Say goodbye to chat. Bye, everybody. Bye.